Hey everyone, it's Professor Clark, and in this lecture we're going to go over adjectives after numerals. This is another aspect of counting in Russian where non-Russian speakers or speakers of non-Slavic languages are going to go, no way, there is no way they could do something this crazy, but they do. So just be prepared to accept that they really do use this system, and once you get used to it, it will not seem difficult at all. It will become very natural and normal for you. Let's start by reviewing the genitive plural adjective endings. This is quite straightforward, but let's do a quick review. So with hard stem adjectives like новый, старый, красивый, молодой, or голубой, so adjectives that end in either и краткое in the masculine nominative singular or ой и краткое in the masculine nominative singular that don't have velar or husher stems. The ending in the genitive plural is going to be их, hard back и plus ха. So новых, старых, красивых, молодых, голубых. And this is exactly the same ending as for the prepositional. And then for all other adjectives, so that's going to be velar stem adjectives, all velar stem adjectives, all husher stem adjectives because the 7-letter spelling rule is going to be in effect, and all soft stem adjectives. The ending is going to be ich, soft I plus ха. So синих, последних, русских, каких, плохих, хороших, следующих, свежих, больших. Now let's look at counting adjectives. So when we have one and any number ending in the word one, and it is the subject of a sentence, the entire phrase is going to be in the nominative singular. So some examples would be одна русская студентка, one Russian female student. 21 иностранный студент, 21 foreign students. 31 большое окно, 31 big windows. And the rule is going to be the same for substantive adjectives. These are adjectives that act like nouns or have the meaning of nouns. So одна ванная, one bathroom, 21 столовая, 21 cafeterias. Things get more complicated when we get to the numbers 2, 3, and 4. In fact, that's the most complicated situation. And the rules I'm about to lay out are not exactly rules, they're more like guidelines. So this is considered to be the best way to use this construction when you have 2, 3, or 4 followed by an adjective and a noun. However, you may see the opposite construction. So just bear that in mind. So the recommended construction when you have the numbers 2, 3, or 4, or any number ending with the words 2, 3, or 4, and that is followed by masculine or neuter nouns that are modified by an adjective. We put the number itself in the nominative singular, then we put the adjective in the genitive plural, and then we put the noun in the genitive singular. So some examples would be два русских студента. So два is nominative singular, русских genitive plural, студента genitive singular. Or 22 nominative, больших genitive plural, окна genitive singular. So again, the number itself is going to be in the nominative, any adjectives are going to be in the genitive plural, and any nouns are going to be in the genitive singular. And this is the preferred or recommended usage for standard literary Russian for masculine and neuter nouns. However, if you have 2, 3, or 4, or any number ending in the words 2, 3, or 4, qualifying an adjective plus noun in the subject position, and the noun is feminine, once again, the number is going to be in the nominative, and then the adjective is going to be in the nominative plural, and the noun is going to be in the genitive singular. So some examples would be две, nominative, русские, nominative plural, девушки, genitive singular. Or три, nominative singular, младшие, nominative plural, сестры, genitive singular. So that is the recommended usage for standard literary Russian. You may see the opposite. Sometimes people will say things like два русские студента or две русских студенты. And so that's not wrong. It's just that the recommendation for modern standard literary Russian is genitive plural for adjectives modifying masculine and neuter nouns, and nominative plural for adjectives modifying feminine nouns. When we have the numbers 5 or above, qualifying an adjective plus noun phrase in the subject position, the number is once again going to be in the nominative singular, and then the adjective and the noun are both going to be in the genitive plural, so that's quite straightforward. So for example, 5 новых веб-сайтов, 5 new websites, 10 больших папок, 10 big folders, 11 важных сообщений, 11 important messages. And then finally, we have these words of quantity like сколько or много. And after these words of quantity, the adjectives and nouns match. So if the noun is in genitive singular, the adjective will be in genitive singular. If the noun is in genitive plural, the adjective will be in genitive plural. And remember that we use genitive singular for uncountable items like air or water, and we use genitive plural for countable items like bottles. So we could say, for example, сколько больших файлов? How many big files? Много новых папок. Many new folders. Несколько компьютерных программ. Several computer programs. Or for uncountable items, we could say things like мало свежего молока. A little bit or not enough fresh milk. Немного холодной воды. A little cold water. And so that is how to count adjectives. Again, it can seem kind of overly complicated and counterintuitive when you first encounter it, but the more you're exposed to it, the more it will become natural and normal, and you will not actually have a problem with it. I hope you found that helpful. Enjoy your Russian.